Top 10 Essay Topics About Dogs. Evolution of Dogs from the Gray Wolf. An essay on this topic will go into the evolutionary development of the canine species. You can talk about the domestication process and genetic changes that wolves went through. You could also mention the impact of selective breeding on the development of different dog breeds. The movements and reactions of dogs in crates and outside yards. Writing this type of essay would benefit veterinary students or those studying dog behaviors. You could take a look at how different breeds behave in confined spaces versus how they act out in the open. This could help you understand their physical and psychological needs and the impact of confinement on their well-being. A critique of the dogs playing poker paintings. Cassius Marcellus Coolidge painted a series of these paintings in the late 1800s and early 1900s. In your critique paper, you could talk about its artistic merit and discuss its symbolism. We recommend you also talk about the painting's historical context and cultural significance. Breed-specific legislation, dog attacks. If you want to write a paper on this topic, firstly, you will want to specify the country that you want to examine. Next, you can move on to describe the already existing breed-specific legislation and its effectiveness in preventing dog attacks. You might want to discuss the issues of ethics and other possible approaches to the policies. Evaluating Pavlov's classical conditioning theory. You can begin writing this essay by talking about the key concepts behind this theory. You can describe Ivan Pavlov's experimental methods and evaluate his findings. You could conclude your work by talking about the merits and applications of this theory. The Theme of Love in The Lady with the Pet Dog by Anton Chekhov. This type of essay is also known as literary analysis. If you want to explore this topic, you should pay close attention to the character dynamics and relationships in this short story. Make sure to analyze the way that love is depicted in the narrative. Animal-assisted therapy, therapy dogs. A research paper on this topic will have you delving into the world of psychology. Evaluate how dogs are used in improving the well-being of a person and whether this is an effective practice. You could also talk about ethical considerations and other applications of animal-assisted therapy. Are dogs the best pets for anyone? This topic is well suited for persuasive, argumentative, or discussion essays. You can examine the suitability of dogs as pets by considering such factors as a person's lifestyle, their living arrangements, and others. We recommend you also talk about the commitment and responsibility of being a dog owner. Tail wagging in dogs, emotions and their expression in animals. If you want to explore the psychology of dogs, this is the perfect title for you. You could talk about the various emotions that tail wagging could convey, like happiness and excitement. You could also compare this trait to the way other animals communicate. An analysis of the curious incident of the dog in the nighttime. This is another topic for a literary analysis. If you want to evaluate Mark Haddon's novel, you could start by giving a quick summary of the events. Then, move on to discussing its symbolism, themes, narrative techniques, character development, etc.